No, no. You can talk as much as you like. They can't hear you. They can only hear me. Welcome to the stream. Just give me one moment while I mute Discord. That's better. I don't hear the word titties in my ear while I'm trying to talk to you guys. Well, welcome. Good evening to another evening stream on this boiling day. It's roasting. And how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you have not been working too hard. Right, so today will be the stream where I tell you the story about the Curse of Strahd. Strahd and his vampire and his evil antics to take control of his lands, and you've stumbled upon it. As the party walks and ventures through the roads, the paths, the brush, the mist, the forest, they notice they're not comfortable here. It's not a normal place to be in, but yet they know they've got a purpose. So, good evening all, hope you're all well. Just like to say thank you for watching and taking your time to watch today. If you are new to the stream, just hit that follow button for me. And if you hit that follow button, you'll help me gratefully. Or you share me out there, get me out there, and get me to my 50 follower goal that I'm looking for. Because if I hit that 50 follower goal, I will do a personal one shot for the followers and only the followers. There may also be a special giveaway. All depends on how quick I hit that follow goal. So, let's tell you a little bit still about myself. My name is Bulverik, and I plan on streaming every day without fail. Whether that's on my setup here at home, or whether it's on my phone, or whether that's on Facebook or something like that, where I can give the content that you would like. I have it's mainly Dungeons & Dragons, but then we also have a bit of PlayStation 4 in it. We have a bit of Silly Saturdays with Pokemon and the kids playing around with stuff. So I like to give a variety, and it depends on the day that you would like to view me as to what you will get from that variety. So what I'm going to say, today is Dungeons & Dragons Strahd. Tomorrow will be PS4 with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. That'll be the next playthrough. Chase that platinum. I'm going to chase that platinum on that game, and we'll be starting tomorrow. Wednesday, most likely going to be another PlayStation session by continuing the Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Then on Thursday will be Call of Cthulhu, or as some people call it, Cock. And on Friday will be a PlayStation 4 session, which is probably going to be a continuation of Assassin's Creed 3, or if I want a break, I'll probably play some Call of Duty or Crash Bandicoot or something silly like that. Then on Saturday, we'll be having Silly Saturdays with the children, where we'll be opening Pokemon cards and seeing who can get the best card out of the pack. And at the moment, Jace is winning that competition by 4 points, so go him. We may put the PlayStation on with the kids on that day, where we play a bit of Lego Jurassic Park, play a bit of dinosaurs, and then in the evening time we'll be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition standard rules, where I play Ocarin the Fey Touched, which is the level 13 Paladin, level 2 Bard. No, level 12 Paladin, level 3 Bard. I always get that wrong, I don't know why. And then on Sunday will be the Wild West with our good DM Phil, where I play Hamatsa, which is the level 4 Shaman, aka Druid, Paladin, Warlock. Well, anyway, without further ado, thank you. If you are unable to watch the stream from start to finish, don't worry about it. It will be up on YouTube within 24 hours for your viewing pleasure, where you can view it at your leisurely pace. Also, you will also catch all my previous streams that is on YouTube. If you want to catch up on the story of Strahd and how the team is, we'll just go into a bit of catch up very soon. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get everyone back in. Right. So.
Big floppy donkey dick.
I knew that was coming. does not faze me at all about your floppy donkey dick. However, Strahd spits on. Oh no, that sounded even worse.
Don't go there.
Don't dig the hole, Dan.
Don't go there.
Wait, what was that, Daniel?
Dig the hole.
Nothing.
Something about a big floppy donkey dick and spitting or something?
And Strahd. We knew he was a bit mental, but come on.
So the group, the mad group, was in the village of Barovia, where they've noticed that it's not very homely, it's not very welcoming, it's actually quite miserable. They stumbled across the tavern where they always go, where we always go first. If you're at a veteran party, the first place you go to is the tavern. So you go to the tavern, they meet a friend there where he takes you to his home, where he meets his sister who's in dire need. Strahd is chasing her and causing issues, and you then learn that the burgomaster is lying dead in their living room. You then help send him to the church. Then you meet a mad priest that is praying to a god to try and fix his son, which you then later find to be Mr. Bitey, which is underneath the floor of the church. After a grueling battle with Mr. Bitey, he managed to slip your grasp and get out into the cold, misty air. A bit frustrating. You gather your thoughts and go and have a rest for the night after being...
I think I'll take full blame for that.
without well and truly being battered by him. As you have your long rest, you then decide to venture off to your next location, which I think was to go and speak with the brain malfunction Vistani camp, which is off towards the town of Veliki. Can't even say that either. Wow, my teeth today. Yes, and as you're venturing off, you decide to take notice of a weeping home, which was quite weird and questioning why this female voice was just constantly weeping. Every time you walked past that house, you heard the similar weeping sound. So you broke into the house. After investigating it was a familiar, to find a single woman lying hunched in her bedroom, cradling a freaky doll in her hands. To then find and learn that her daughter, who once was shut in this home but wasn't allowed out, has escaped and ventured into Barovia itself, fearing that the life of her daughter. She fears the worst, hence why she's in the internal sobbing as you hear. After trying to get some sense out of this lady, she calms down a little bit, and you decide to go on your travels. And as you head out the gates of the village of Barovia to head southwest towards the river. That's where we'll continue on in the story. So hey everyone, you are venturing out quite early in the morning is a cold, brisk breeze upon your face and exposed skin. The ground is crackling with every footstep as the frost starts to take hold of the ground around you. The ravens over your head is flying in flock towards the forests to your west. In the distance you can see a large bridge quite a way away, about a day's travel away, I would say, which is humping over. God, my words today. Which is over
Something on your mind there, Dan?
flowing river. And to your left, as you're venturing down this trodden path, is plains as far as the eye can see. And to your right is the forest of Barovia. So, we are on travelling terms. You are with what's her name? Hang on a minute. Irina, that's it. I have my notes. I have so many notes open.
Have you?
I do, yeah, I've got it right here. It's just that I need multiple screens.
Ah.
And I don't have multiple screens right now. Okay, so I'll take it on foot. You got your travelling supplies with you, and your I forgot to mention your newly acquired thieves' tools, which was craftily stolen from the very expensive shop.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do.
Stolen or borrowed?
Stolen.
Permanently borrowed.
Yes,
So we will immediately
out their knowledge.
we will immediately go into travel rolls. So
Say initiative now, but pardon.
if we
Roll
start
initiative.
If we start in the bottom and work our way across, I would like a. Hang
In
on.
order?
No, I don't need much in order because the road's big enough to spread about. Just checking something very quickly. Bear with me a second.
No worry.
Is everyone looking at the
Kill us
map
all.
screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, just making sure I'm looking at the right thing.
I'll ping you to where we should be in case you're not there.
Dan's gonna kill us
Okay,
all.
cool. No.
So that raven is your party and where you are on the road. So you just step foot out at the gates of the southwestern gates of the village of Barovia, and you're on the road. I would like John, as you spend your first half an hour walking, to roll a d20 for me.
Yes. That's funny.
Oh,
That doesn't sound like a good O.
Oh,
Well,
Is
it's,
it a good O for us or
I think it's a
O
good
for
O
you?
for us. Please let it be a good O for us.
I don't know.
I need a d12 and a d8, please.
It's a bad one.
Rolling what it is and how many of them there are.
Oh god, oh god.
So 17.
And 9.
Are you
I've
kidding
got a funny
me?
feeling that how many's 20? Could you imagine?
20 werewolves.
Actual 20 should be nice things. It should be, oh, you stumble across a nice
Yeah.
meadow of peonies and
Oh, I like the
frolic.
fact
20
I like the
picnics
fact
that
that
are going to
you
rip me
get
to bits.
Yeah. They give you money and things.
I kind of like it if you get what's it called for having that 20 sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. It's just some other tabletop games punish you for getting higher. Great.
So I'm going to say Amara isn't with us
Okay.
right now.
makes it
Oh.
easier.
Darkness.
Dark.
We do
Why
need
am I
we
on
do need a
top?
crouch.
Actually, to be fair, you shouldn't be in darkness. Hang on a minute.
I say, are we also meant to have had a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm on
we have
10
that.
HP for some reason.
You're supposed to have leveled up as well to level 4.
Yeah. Excuse me while I change that.
How do I reveal awareness? Right.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
You probably haven't changed it back.
Is it really sad that I'm really pleased with myself that I've managed to do it
Ah,
at
nice.
level 4. I'm at max hit points. I've got all my spell slots back.
Nice.
Same here, I'm happy with that as well. Just
There we go.
having your spell slots back is good.
Yes, it is, definitely.
So, obviously, that isn't the marching order. Put yourself in the order that you would be on this path. While you're doing and talking amongst yourselves, I'm going to have a
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
assuming
this.
we're going downwards as we're going southwest.
Yes, you are.
Would anyone be opposed to having the tank at the front?
Oh, sorry, I'll keep burping. Sorry. My passive is 14, so I don't know if anyone else is a bit higher, so I might stay in the middle.
I concur with tank being at the front.
Yeah.
Heavy, stupid thing at the front, yep.
Just bear with me a moment, people, while I read up on this silly encounter that they rolled for.
I hope it is silly and really, really easy.
No, it's not going to be.
I don't. I don't know.
No, I don't mind a bit of a challenge as long as we're not, you know.
If I die, I die. I mean, the last encounter we had was supposed to be not difficult. Look how that went.
Ow!
Oh.
Yes. Sorry, I haven't actually played with any of these before, and they're so fun.
This evening just going to last about 10 minutes because we're all just going to die.
Maybe.
Well, if we have something like this, I think we might do. Because, dear God, that thing is creepy.
What's that?
A shadow realm.
General.
Owlbear.
What?
Oh.
That thing is evil.
That looks
What are you guys looking
Look in
at?
general.
on Discord. A shadow realm owlbear.
Oh, look! It just wants
Owlbear.
cuddles.
These giant cuddle bins.
Yeah.
I like owlbears. They're adorable.
I like owlbears.
You like Mike?
Can, John, can you roll me 2d6 for me, please?
I like Mike
And tell me what you get.
Okay. 6.
Okay.
Made it on the side road. How I can set this?
The members of the stream, welcome. As you can see, the plight that I am building for this party. Now, newly level 4, so it should go nice and easy. Look at you.
Actually come down the street.
I'm not looking at. No, I'm not looking at the stream. I've only got the chat showing. I've moved over.
No, I don't. I don't have the. All I can see is the music board.
Yeah.
It was only because you said people in the street. I am the people in the street.
I am. Still like that music in the background. It's nice.
Right.
That like the Disney version of that thing in the second.
Yeah. It's really cute, isn't it? I love that.
It is. It's playing with the little lights.
I do like owlbear.
I still say my all-time favourite creature is a flump.
Flump? What's a flump? I'm gonna have to Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Make a cotton candy come with jellyfish.
Flump.
Ah, there's a gif of them.
It's
Lump.
yeah. With PH at the end.
Look at general. There's one right there.
Ah.
Nope, don't like it. It's weird. It looks like a jellyfish with antenna.
Do you want to know the best bit?
Oh,
It's telepathic. You can't shut it off unless you kill it.
fantastic.
They are good creatures though. They are intelligent.
Oh god, hang on, I can screaming.
What is that squeaking? Oh, is it screaming? I thought it was squeaking.
I thought squeaking. But no, that is screaming.
Okay,
Yeah, it's,
drums.
yeah, I can hear screaming now.
I'm just thinking of cannibals for some reason with the drums.
I don't want to know. I don't want to guess what it is. I don't even want to think about what it is.
Right. A gaunt figure with wild hair and bare feet bounds towards you on all fours, wearing a tattered gown of stitched animal skins. You can't tell whether it's a man or a woman. It stops, sniffs the air, and laughs like a lunatic. Yes. The ground nearby is crawling with tiny twig monsters as they start to look,
Twig monsters.
as they start to wiggle on the floor.
Okay, not so cute.
Oh, are we fighting groups?
These aren't cute twig monsters.
I like how it's a smiley face.
Yeah, isn't it? I didn't realise that. Let's go straight
We're gonna
into
be doing
initiatives.
Mouth.
Initiative. Kill.
Let me clear it. Hang on, let me clear it first. Oh, do
Oh, god dang. Oh, sorry.
It was
Today
clear.
I'll
wasn't it?
remember what
Go
I
on,
need to
clear it.
roll
I know what
for.
it is.
it. Done.
I literally just hit B where the initiative
Oh.
thing is.
Can I keep that or shall I change it to 17?
Hit 17.
Oh, god dang. God
Oh
dang it.
dear.
19.
Ooh.
4.
Oh, it's a druid.
That drum bum bum bum.
Yeah. Bum bum bum. Scream.
Scream.
Twig.
I'm
light.
gonna die.
Ooh, twig light.
Not if I have much to say about it, which I don't.
I'm probably going to die to you.
Yeah. You're gonna die to us.
Tara's going to die because of you.
The what?
Because of you.
Oh, what?
I'm just gonna put everything to
Who
sleep.
is?
Tara.
Yeah. Sleep.
Just put you all to sleep again. I mean
You're gonna
them
roll
to
in
sleep
that one
again.
and
I'll
hit
put them
on
to.
I got a better idea. I'll just put the druid in a laughing fit and just leave him there until we're going off.
Do it.
So,
Yep.
as you're walking down the road, you are greeted with the sight.
It's a bit loud.
Is it? Yeah, I'll turn it down a bit.
I've turned it down myself.
Okay. You are greeted by the bounding of an all-four humanoid figure. And as the ground is crawling, you can start seeing some of them move. Where's that move? Okay. Form. It looks like the ground is just literally moving underneath her. Or him. And then it goes on to Ambaras's turn.
Okay.
And I'm not on the list.
You're not on a list.
Um,
Click your character, your token, and
Yeah.
press the initiative button again, see what happens. Because you rolled a 4 on your list, didn't you?
did. Oh, crap, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh,
Yeah, so make sure your token's selected. Then,
Yeah.
Bubble.
then click the initiative roll. Again.
Which one's the initiative? I'll click it on
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yes, that's it. Because you clicked it, but you didn't have your character selected, you see. So I didn't put it on there. So I'll change that.
I have that one instead.
If you can have that instead if you let me have natural 20s on all my creatures.
No! There's a
Don't-
negatory.
Don't accept a deal. That is a bad deal.
Yeah.
And I would like to cast Chromatic Orb level 2 against the Druid.
Against the druid. Hang on a second then. I just got to turn the music down myself, so he's a bit loud.
Get health bars for the little cute twiggy things.
Can you see him?
We can't see the bars, but we can see the tokens.
So while you're doing your stuff,
16, by the way, to
to
hit the
hit
Druid.
the druid.
Not the best damage, but it's good enough.
Yeah, okay, it hits. Yeah, it hits. What was
13
the
lightning
orb?
then.
Lightning, okay.
Yeah.
Ow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouch, Charlie.
Bit my
You
finger.
sort of bite your finger. Yeah, and that's all I can do. So,
I think that's Brame, so 2. Can you see the druid's bar?
nope.
Nope.
Have I done something wrong here again then? I've
Oh,
clicked the
look,
wrong-
perfect.
clicked the wrong button. How about that?
Nope.
No? Okay, what have I done here then? Have I clicked the wrong one again? What am I doing here?
I'm just refreshing in case.
Tell me when you see it.
I can see the druids.
I see the druids.
Yeah.
I see it as well.
How
Ooh,
about
that was a lot of damage.
How about now?
It's
Just
still
the
only just the Druid.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Penumbra, it is your go. While I do the others.
I'm gonna go. You're concentrating on the laughing guy, right? Because I'm gonna use these guys for target practice. And then go beep and just run up there. Beep, beep, and I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
Please can people move out of the way once they've had their goes? All of my attacks are ranged.
Don't forget, you can move as well.
No, I can move, but there is.
And you can still shoot through it.
You can also
I want to
meld
use-
it as
I
well.
want to use something that has a cone-shaped area.
Yeah, you can. You have. Only I have to worry about that. You don't.
I don't
I'm
die.
doing this, they're putting
You
the
have
dice
that
in.
wizard thing.
Only for evocation, so.
And 25 does hit.
It's your thing in evocation, though.
It's gonna
And
be
Thing that I want to do is more
You
for
snap this twig in half.
evocation.
Oh,
7 kills it. Wow.
I was gonna run away, but
It is an evocation, if you are correct. Yes.
I don't believe it.
You finished?
no. 'Cause this,
Oh.
Hang on. No.
He's a
You
monster.
have,
Ridiculous, Daniel.
you have other actions, I believe, so. Always the flip bit.
I think it's unwise if I stay there.
Take one home as a pet.
I'm gonna be a pain and stay there, and I'm gonna be in your way.
It's alright. It's an evocation anyway. I can make it
Okay.
go around.
And then I'm gonna bonus action attack that one.
Okay.
Unarmored strike. Boosh. Hello. 22.
That hits, and you snap that one as well.
I'm just gonna look at the druid and go, hello!
Just killing all of the groups. That makes
Yeah.
me sad.
They're bad groups.
I am good.
You finished?
They're bad, they're evil. Now, I think they're going to swarm Penumbra.
That is your turn,
That's
isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Stay where I am. I'm good.
Stay out the way.
So you see this twig on the floor just flip about. As it flips about, it uprights to a pointy little shiv and try and shiv you with an 18.
Murderous brute.
That's 4 piercing damage as you've just been stabbed in the shin with this twig.
I've got to do it on there. For some reason it's not connected, so I've got to do it separate.
Okay.
That's okay, it's done. You're gonna go, ow! That hurt!
Just give me a second. Why don't let me load that up? I need to get a. So I'm going to go on D&D Beyond to look up a spell because D&D Beyond has everything you need if you're a DM or a player. I am not sponsored by D&D Beyond.
As long as you have a book.
I have a book too. Actually, yeah, I have a book right here. Let's go old school.
Don't go
Love the
old.
books. It's all about the books.
It is.
You know, it's all about books.
Oh, this
Yeah.
old book smell.
I like a good book,
Oh, I stupidly sold mine.
but for the
get another
D&D
one.
books, I don't think they're good.
Oh, why?
Just, I think it's one of those. I have a bad opinion of books that are overly large, like
Oh
that.
no, they're the best. Why would you not want that?
I like a book I can hold in one
Big
hand
hard
without
book.
without having to.
Hardback book.
Hardback books, yes. Big hardback books that are basically an A4 sheet of paper, no.
Oh, I like them.
They're good for one thing. I'll
Should
say
we
this.
all over the head with?
Exactly.
It flies.
Yeah, and squishing flies.
No, don't abuse a book like that. I can't condone that with any book, hardback or not.
Oh,
Oh,
most
no, it's
like
magazines.
modern-ish hardback books are quite glossy, so they're like just wiped clean.
So,
Magazines, something different.
so the
Yeah.
druid looks up to you and the staff
Oh.
and stick it's holding in its hand has just
Are they small?
he's on all fours crawl backwards
Oh.
and say some words of that you do not understand, and grasping a wings of vine starts sprouting around Wolfgang, crawling up Amberus and Kafara. So now in that 20-foot square is difficult terrain, and then when you're in the area, when you cast a spell, you must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained. So I need everyone to make a strength saving throw, please.
You
Apart
can't
from
hear my
Penumbra.
phone, can you?
No, it's all right.
Okay, so everyone except Penumbra needs to make a strength check.
Strength saving throw.
Oh.
Saving throw.
Oh, come on.
There. Strength saving throw.
This is all good. I like to see
I
these
don't.
numbers.
Thankfully, I don't need strength. I don't need movement to do what I need to do. Wolfgang, on the other hand,
Thankfully, Strahd, I don't stand.
but you still failed.
So,
I think
Still
that's the best.
sneaky.
is the DC. Okay. So, Amberus and Wolfgang, you feel these vines, they're all black and twisted and dark, they're all crawling up you and they're holding you down. You are both restrained while you're in this effect. Farah, you see this happen and you like, nope, not me. And
Nope.
you literally hop, skip and a jump out the way, and you are not restrained while in the effect of this spell. In order to get out of this,
I'm not going to hop, skip, or jump. I'm going to glide gracefully away. Thank you.
alright, before you fall flat on your ass. So, in order to get out of this, you either need to break the concentration of the druid, or do a strength check on your turn as an action to break free of the vines, and that's a check. Okay, so the druid has moved back. The druid has cast a spell. it is
I just
now
realised I was muted. I have a quick question.
Wolfgang.
In order to break out, we have to do a strength check. Does that take our whole turn or just the action?
It's the action.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah, you spend an action breaking free.
Perfect.
Wolfgang,
Start of my turn, yeah?
if you want to break out of it, yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah, I want to break out of it. Problem is, checks never come through, so...
I want to break out.
Nice.
That's a strength check.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
a strength check. No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I know. That's what I have to do.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a strength check to remove yourself, a strength saving
Oh.
throw to
Yeah,
resist.
sorry, my bad.
So, with
It's
ease,
still difficult terrain, though, right?
it is, yes. So with ease, you rip away the roots of these weeds and vines that is grabbing you. You have some still on you, but they wilt away and they fall to dust. But you are in difficult
how-
terrain.
And it's what was the thing like this?
What do you mean?
So am I just on the edge?
Oh, hang on a
the-
minute. You can't see it, can you?
I cannot.
I've got a thingy.
See what?
How do I show auras? Where are you? I see it. Try that.
Oh,
oh
okay.
shit.
That's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought you saw that.
What? So what is that?
Difficult terrain, so it's double your movement.
Oh, I don't have difficult terrain.
Oh, no, you're still affected by the difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's if you're in that square, regardless, you have an issue moving.
Have I got anything throwable?
Right.
I do.
You're just not helped.
Think of it like this: it's very thick grass or something. You're literally tripping up, or you have to step quite
Legos
high.
everywhere.
Goes
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's the solution.
It's a floor covered in Legos.
No defaults.
All
Floor
defaults,
covered.
yeah. Metal defaults.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
So a guy at work tried to convince me that Legos are the worst thing ever, and I said to him, "No, they're not. You can't lie to me about this."
Okay, so I'm going to throw a javelin at another guy Penumbra's fighting for the guy behind, the middle one.
This one.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I don't think I can 9 hits.
9 does not hit now. As you throw a javelin, it just embeds into the grass, into the ground.
That's it.
Okay. One at the back is gonna. You just see this twig in front of you, Penumbra, just twitch. And as it twitches, it just lunges straight towards you like a missile out of the ground. It tries and hits you. With 17 to hit,
That hits.
with 3 piercing damage, as you have just been hit in the side. Damn, he's hit nice. Kafara, you'll go.
Don't want to.
So you are not, you are not restrained. So that means you can walk freely, but you are in difficult terrain, which means it takes double movement to go forward. So instead of 5 foot, it'll be 10 foot every square. Okay. Unless you have something that ignores difficult terrain.
I have a quick question. What's
Thought
outside
the
this
Outlander
black?
did stuff, didn't it?
Oh, that's just
What's outside this black
grassland.
line?
Grassland.
Okay.
You got grassland on either side of the path. This is just a path, a trodden walkway.
Okay. Oh, go away. Okay, let's see. So it's just double the thingy.
Double
Right,
movement to
okay.
get somewhere. Yes.
Double movement to get somewhere. So let's see. How far can I move? Is it 60? So I can only move 30. Yeah.
60 if you use an action to dash, isn't it? So your normal movement
Is
is
it?
30.
I can only move 15.
Yes.
Well, that scuppers that plan. Right. Damn it. I'm just gonna move a little closer. using the measuring tape because that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's really annoying. I wanted to use the cool thing and it won't let me use the cool thing now. Right, okay.
Tactics, no.
Damn it. Oh, I could do that.
I'm an absolute tit. The stars are right in front of me.
Which one's the druid? Oh, she's miles away. Right.
There we go. Sorry. I just realised I have spells up here, so...
Yeah, you could have just put it on.
Okay, right, I'm going to cast... Where is it?
The little screams are actually twigs dying. Uneasily.
Oh, I just feel
Death
bad
to the
for them.
twigs.
All their mini groups
How
dying.
small are they? By the way.
They're about 2.5 feet.
So would they class as a small creature, by the way?
Yes, they would, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Okay, so you're going to bamf out?
What?
No, it's a word. Bamf. Non-English.
Yes, I'm doing whatever you've just said.
30
I'm
feet.
gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Hang on. Each of those squares is 5 foot. Yeah.
Yes, it is for Misty Step, yes. Should define any issue. Different terrain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Right. Okay. I'm going here.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go there.
Okay.
Right. That's my thing done, isn't it?
Action, movement, unless you've got a bonus action.
No.
No? Okay, so then that will be your turn done. And then it is the twigs. So, first twig is going to...
Family.
You see a little, it turns into a worm, and then it stands at a 45-degree angle and shoots itself towards Kafara. Oh!
Oh,
Oh, these
oh my
twigs
god,
are
that
naughty!
damage is ridiculous. Look, a whole
That's
six.
6.
Oh dear.
So,
Could be worse. It could be 8.
6.
yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. The twig shoots up and just nicks an artery on your leg. You take
These
6
twigs.
piercing damage as you are struck by this twig.
It's the deadliest twig you understand.
That's the deadliest twig in the world.
I might want to check that for a second.
Oh, let's see. Do I want to do that, or is that a bit of a waste on a twig?
How's your rook?
Yeah,
How'd you-
definitely a waste.
Yeah,
Definitely a waste on a twig.
yeah, it's definitely
How
a
do you
waste on a
like your
twig, isn't it?
twig? Crispy?
I think I'll save the hellish rebuke
Why is
for
that?
something a little more substantial.
Station.
Right. So what am I doing?
You're taking
Campfire
6.
later.
You're taking 6 points of damage as you're struck by a twig.
I don't want to down.
Tough.
Right,
Is this where you want to play the reverse Uno card and say no you?
Yeah. I just need to get my blue cards out. Nope. Nope.
Strahd takes 6
Hey,
twig
I
damage.
play blue
I
too,
will
you know.
take. All about nope.
You really got 22
Okay, there you go.
health. Damn.
Deadly twig damage taken.
Don't see it. Right. Okay, so that's that twig. Twiggy went. It is now Twiggy. It's going to go up. And it's going to do the same towards Kafara again.
Really? Really?
You shouldn't have gotten closer.
I didn't think they'd bother to try and attack me.
Oh wow! It like sticks upright and goes, "Oh God!" in common, and then starts to slash at you for 2 piercing damage.
A whole 2.
Yeah, whole 2. You're getting scratched up by these twigs. These twigs are scratching you good. So,
Bit of scratching.
Ambaris, you'll go. You are restrained.
That would be 10. That would be 20, correct?
So,
Yeah, can you see the white, the yellow lines I'm putting, or
no.
no? Okay. So going here would be 10,
Don't forget you are
then
restrained.
20. Oh yeah, I have to make a strength check. Never
To
mind.
get to break out.
Actually, I cast auto hit and cast magic missile on the druid.
Okay, that's got a stupid range, hasn't it, magic missile?
120.
Nice.
Bloody hell.
Do I have to roll it 3 times?
So I'm gonna rule it yes.
Okay.
Some
Oh,
people,
no.
some DMs like 1 dice roll, but I like multiples because it gives you the chance of rolling stupid.
By the way, it's at level 1.
Jesus Christ!
All at the druid, and I want it.
You
I
see,
want the druid down.
you see all of the bolts impact hard, almost knocking the druid off its feet
Good.
as it
not
impacts
dead?
hard. Not
Damn.
quite.
I stay where I am then. I'm happy with what I just did.
She's nice and low though. Oh god, is she a healer?
Penumbra, you'll
Oh.
go.
Uh, right. This whole touch of death thing, because I forgot. You gain temporary hit points equal to always with modifier.
Mhm.
So that means it's a max. It's only max. That's it. I don't gain per.
No,
It don't stack. does it?
no, it does
Okay.
not stack. No. Unless it specifically says so, it does not.
I'm going to hit this one.
Okay.
Armor strike. Oh,
Oh,
I'm not going to hit
Oh.
that.
this twig is twigging out. It's proper twigging out. And
Is it doing?
it's
Is
doing
it
like
doing
the
the
worm.
little
It's doing the worm.
group dance?
Yeah, the group dance, and you just can't hit it. This is so small. You thought you hit a stick, but no, it actually is a stick. Yeah, you miss.
Oh, I'm gonna hit it
Twig
again
works.
because
I
I'm not
love it.
wasting any key points because this is ridiculous.
It is.
7.
Snap.
Yeah.
You find it this time.
And then, no, I'm not gonna run towards the druid because that's just what's in it.
Twiggy will stab you.
That's just silly. Running towards the druid is silly.
I'll let someone else, you know.
Okay, are you
I'll
finished?
stay there. Yeah.
Right, it's Twiggy next to you. He's going to have a little stabby at you as he's just seen you kill his cousin.
Stabby, stabby.
Very happy. Ooh, this. Right, it's the Druid's turn. Right, she is, but yeah, no, she will fight to the death. She goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's do some measurements. Where's my measure? There it is. 1 moment while I measure the range of this. 15 foot.
Try that. Keep forgetting I've got darts.
God damn it! I can't do that like I wanted to do it.
No, what a shame.
It is a shame. Alright,
Playing that organ needs to chill out, we're just saying.
it's epic.
It's like, "Ah!" I think we've got some thunder clouds rolling over the hills.
Okay, so she's gonna head there with her movement. She's gonna jump in the air, cackle manically, and hit her staff into the ground. As she does so, a thunder wave erupts from out her staff. I need Penumbra to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Cool. Not you. Nat 20. 14?
Yeah, you're fine. So you take 4 damage, and you are not pushed back. So 4 thunder damage, and you are not pushed back.
Sweet.
For Wolfgang.
Oh shit! I was meant to take 7 hit points from that. Oh, it's too late. Oh, no, I didn't say it. It's too late. Oh, me. Never mind.
It's a distance. Easy. So I'm going to get out of the 10 foot to move.
Yeah. So you're out the difficult.
Oh wait, no, I'm not going to move there. I'm going to move there.
Okay.
Big difference. But my main target is the laughing git.
Okay.
Laughing.
So I'm going to throw a javelin at the laughing git.
Okay.
After.
How
Ooh!
do you want to do this?
Well, I'm aiming for the face.
Okay.
Oh.
So the druid jumps in the air, laughing manically, and hit the floor. You see a thunder wave erupts from the staff, knocking Penumbra back, but she's very dexterous and she stays still. You see that point, you break out of the difficult terrain, and then you grab your javelin and throw it past Kafara, past Penumbra, and it embeds into the cheekbone of the druid, and crumbles in a mess on the floor.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. And that will be all I will do.
Oh, by the way, Kafara and Penumbra, that was awfully close.
Uh-huh.
It is your turn.
Nervous giggle. Eh?
Yes, your turn.
Okay. Oh look, they're all nicely grouped. Makes me happy. Better make me happy. Right, I'm going to cast. It's a waste. Nah.
I've used
Burning
2 spell slots
hands.
already.
Gonna cast Burning Hands.
Burning hands. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't touch your eyes after it, though.
I just hit the B on the beyond, yeah.
Yeah, so just click on the spell, it'll give you. Put it in the chat, there it is. So they need to make dexterity saving throws or be burnt to a crisp. It's half.
Me?
It's half damage.
Evocation.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
It's half damage if they
Evocation.
fail. So in all fairness, they do not need to roll. You hold your arms out and you scorch the entire shrubs, trees, twigs, you name it, in that triangle. As you hold your hands out, they're all burnt to a crisp.
Yay, go me.
Good bay.
I'd high five you, but you have might be a bit hard.
Bloody annoying twig
Question.
things.
Is this still... Am I still restrained, and is this still difficult terrain?
No, that is gone.
Okay.
They all
Did you say the
wilt
druid,
and
like,
die.
gone?
Yes. The druid's body's still there. The bodies are still there. Yeah.
Have a little root around. Have a little root around.
Yeah,
Delete
well,
her.
I have a quick question before I do anything else. How common would you say these creatures are? Because depending on how common they are,
Actually, Buckle.
and if Cambrus has seen them before,
Use
Cambrus might be just
pinch.
sketching them in a book.
You wouldn't have seen them before,
investigation.
They're not quite common, so
Okay. Would
they're
Empress have heard of them?
history.
22.
So I would say you've heard of druids being able to animate trees, twigs, and stuff like that. So, but these look awfully like they've got some sort of dark magic in it. So you haven't heard of these per se, but you are familiar with
The idea behind it.
the idea behind it. Yes,
Okay.
it looks like they were tainted in some way though.
Okay.
Even though I rolled a 6 on investigation, is there anything on it? Is there anything on the druid I could take for Raven Queen purposes? Like, I don't know, a button, or a leaf or something.
I think
She wants to
magical
take
is
some-
mine.
Yeah, I'm sure she hasn't seen anything really, really good. Just something, just to.
Hang on, let me have a look at my
Even if
notes.
it's a handkerchief.
I don't know why, but I don't expect the druid to have a handkerchief.
Made one out of a maple leaf, stitched a couple together.
I can't say it would be a very longevity-wise thing.
She has her reasons.
I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying I don't think the maple leaf handkerchief would be any good.
So, as you're looking over the body, both of you are looking over the body, there is no buttons as such, but you can get yourself. There's plenty of leaves, plenty of twigs if you want to take some of them. As
Anything that belonged to it, then I'll take.
oh yeah, you can get yourself it looks like a special twig of some sort.
Special
Yeah.
twig.
Follow the foot on the druid's forehead and pull the javelin out.
Yeah.
Is there anything magical, Daniel?
So you're looking over it. All you find on its person is a tattered gown of stitched animal skins with leaves, twigs all over it, in the hair, everywhere. It looks dirty. It has a stick, and that is
It
it.
has a stick. That the stick that Penumbra has already.
No, this is a stick from.
Are you
part of
talking
the
about a
clothing.
staff or a stick?
It's a stick used for a staff.
Okay.
Can I
Clear
cast
as mud.
Arcana on that, please?
You can roll an Arcana.
Cast
to see
Arcana.
if-
Can I use? Is it Arcana that I use to check?
Arcana
Yes.
is to see if you can see any signs of any magical properties.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
Can I
telling you
use
whether it's
Arcana?
magical, but yeah, you can do. The only way you can definitely tell it's magical is if you did like a detect magic spell of some sort or something like that.
Okay.
So as you're
Oh, that's pretty high. That'll do.
as you're looking over the body with your investigation and your Arcana, your investigation brings up that it's tattered clothing and all that, and as you're looking through, there doesn't seem to be any symbols or arcanic nature at all on this corpse.
Okay, that's surprising.
It's my other possessions. This is what I automatically had when I made this character, a pet mouse. But I'm going to say it's a taxidermied mouse because that makes sense.
Okay.
So somewhere in a
Yeah.
little pocket, it pokes out a little taxidermy mouse.
Nice. Alright, so
I'm gonna take that stick.
you've got a quartz staff.
That's what the stick is, yeah?
You
Yeah.
hold that stick up, and she's holding her little stick up, like, look what I got for the Raven Queen. She's going to love it.
Yeah, try this one instead.
She's like, oh, okay, well, fair enough.
Okay. After that weird random encounter of the bestial
Yeah.
humanoid and the twigs, you decide to set off again on the road towards your destination. You spend you spend a bit longer on the road, so can I get Penumbra to roll me a d20 for me, please?
Yeah. 19.
Oh, no. Oh, fine. Okay, yeah.
What? Did I just hear you say car crash?
No. Ambrose,
Why did I?
I'll let you roll. No.
What do you want me to roll?
D20, please.
11.
Okay. Kafara, can I have a d20 from you, please?
Are we just gonna have a one mega fight here?
20.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, I'm so close.
I saw that.
Oh, I don't have 3D dice.
Blimey.
No, not all actually, which is weird. What did I turn it off for? There we go. Automatically roll. There we go. Got 3D dice on. Right. You spend a good 3 hours walking on this road. You don't notice anything out of the unordinary. You do, however, notice that you are coming closer to the river on the left and the right. I need to stop doing that. And as you're getting closer, you can see that the river flows. It is as clear as a blue winter sky through this valley. It's about, you could say it's probably roughly 50 feet wide. You're not sure of the depth because you're not close enough to it yet. And you can see an arching stone bridge which spanned the river straight ahead of you. Yeah, and you're not quite there yet. You're probably a few more hours away, but you can start to see it more clearer now as you're walking towards it. So as you're walking closer towards the stone bridge, let's have John roll me. I'm reading the names at the bottom. Wolf, roll me a d20, please. Okay.
16.
Let's go with Penumbra. Roll me a d20, please.
Sure. Is this a game of roll until we get the number you want?
Nah, not good enough. Ambrose, roll a d20
This is
for
a
me,
fun
please.
game.
Nope. Kafara, roll a d20 for me, please. I'm legitimately playing it by the book, so.
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
sorry for saying that.
Oh, another one.
No.
Oh, did that just roll twice? But it
No.
landed on the same number twice, so that's fine.
Strange.
Get a bit
Yes,
closer to the
very.
bridge. You're now within visual distance of this bridge. You've been travelling for a good 4 or 5 hours now. You haven't had another weird encounter at all yet.
That's good.
Which is good for you. But
Not for you.
so you reckon you can reach the bridge in another, say, 2 hours travel ish. So let's have another round of d20s for me then. So John, away you go. I will say otherwise, okay?
Yeah.
Penumbra,
Then
Ambrose,
one get a 12.
yeah. And Kafara, to finish it off, please.
6.
We're rolling.
6.
D20, please.
Another d20.
Yeah, I will say otherwise if it. Oh,
Oh!
now we're talking.
Oh god.
You are
God.
so close to this bridge.
What have I done?
You're within probably a few feet now. Can I have a D12 and a D8 for me, please?
D12 and a d8.
Yes, please.
12.
Yeah.
Oh. D8.
Okay. So 11 total. Roll me a D100, please.
Oh, okay. Oh god, it's a random thing. Oh no.
50-50,
I'm
eh?
gonna die.
That's when you know it in this shit.
66. I'm not sure if that's good or a bad omen.
Ah, stupid thing. Time counters. That's a mini thing. One moment. As I build. Oh wow, that is so pixelated. Bye bye.
Bye.
Was that a bad image?
Yeah, I think these are all going to be bad images. No, this one's not as bad. Fuck it. Whatever. Oh man, that's terrible. I don't know, fuck it, right. Fear of the mind.
We're on a bridge.
You're about, I would say, 10 feet away from a bridge. We'll just load up what you see. Random encounters is great, unless you spend all the time in the world building every single one of them to pull up on the screen in a second. Yeah, I don't have that time. Where are you? W for werewolf. No, I'm joking.
That's why I don't like using random encounters in my campaign. It's just long and it's pointless.
It is. Yeah.
Down the pie, you know.
Oh, I think they're fun.
It depends how many you do, to be
Naughty
honest.
poopers.
If you do enough of something, you eventually get bored of it.
Depends
Like
That's
it
why
was
you
a bit.
did-
It is a bit of a
how
challenge.
entertaining the random thing does. But
Yeah,
how
you-
entertaining the random.
You need to have a balance of it.
It's something like turns your closest companion into a baby hippo with wings. That's quite fun.
Yeah.
There's a baby elephant with wings, and it's
Ooh.
called a holophant.
Aww.
And it
Nice.
is a celestial, in other words, an angel.
Aww.
Let's do some super secret
What one?
wars.
Well, I'll definitely put in one of them into my next campaign, calling it Dumbo.
If it's
We
what?
could just.
I'm definitely putting that into a campaign, a name of one Dumbo.
It actually, oh, maybe not so much what I thought. That's what it is. I thought it was cuter than it was.
That one's
all, I
called
can,
Dimbo.
all I can see is Groot. Where am I looking?
on
Chat bot.
on Roll20 chat.
Pick a chat room, Jesus. Oh
I didn't mean to do
no!
that.
Shall forever be
where-
known as Dimbo.
Where Raven?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a strange one.
In the mist. What's my page? Through the mist, you see a blackbird circling overhead.
Wait, gotta be black.
As you look up towards the blackbird, it flies away. But it's back before long, but it seems to be keeping its distance. It's not very good at
Will you
hiding.
shoot it?
You want to shoot it?
Oh, I was just saying somebody shoot it.
Will we
Just
not
saying.
follow ravens? I swear in our notes it mentioned something about following ravens to the forest edge or something like that.
Wrote to the group notes.
Oh, yeah, that's where I went.
It's one of the prophecies.
Find the leader of the feathered ones who live among the vines. Though old, he has one more fight left in him. How old was that druid look?
Not old enough, I
Not
bet.
old, no, not old enough.
Oh,
It
okay.
was a she as well, wasn't it? Then
Yeah.
When you got closer, it's definitely a she, yes.
Oh, she.
So, do you ignore the raven? We're just going to carry on walking? It's just
Do we all see it?
Yes, because I rolled a natural 1 on my stealth.
Does it look like the raven is trying to spy on us or follow us?
You wouldn't know if it's trying to spy on you, but you'd probably definitely say it's following you.
Hate penumbra. Maybe it's one of your. One of your.
No one would know.
How far away is it, by the way?
Oh, it's in the sky, quite high up, about 100 odd feet.
Okay, I was going to say, there's a difference between 100 and 500, so I need to kind of know the difference.
It's not all the way up. It's the mist is quite thick, and you can gather what to know that is following you because it is flying underneath that mist.
Should we follow or should we carry on with our...
It's following us, so...
Oh, it's following us, okay. Should we ignore it until it's an actual problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I could
unless
just-
anyone in particular has a particularly high animal handling stat.
I've got a
I'm
better
plus
idea.
2.
I got a better idea. I have a crossbow.
No,
dart.
no, negatory.
Ah,
To be fair,
I
I
have
don't
fire.
think the number would like a raven getting hurt. You know,
I have
because-
fire. There.
Also,
I'm
pretty sure that if you're going to be hurting any animals, I will probably just hurt you.
He deserves it. He hurt you last time.
So we're both looking at
Hold
Ambrose
on,
like, no.
Who did I hurt the last time?
You shot fucking
Cathara.
Cathara with a bow.
No,
and
I shot
crossbow.
you.
No, you didn't shoot me.
I
Pretty sure
burned
you shot me.
I don't remember shooting
Somebody hit me.
I don't
Uh,
remember
was
hitting
hurt.
you.
Someone put me to sleep. Someone burned me.
You
I
got
think
a
it was
nat
it was a fun, natural one roll and it ricocheted. I think.
Yes, that is what happened.
And pretty much almost killed Cathara. Like 13 damage.
It's not my fault she's so weak, okay?
Just because she's got 2 HP lower than you.
Gonna get you when you least expect it.
I'm also betting I have a higher armor class than her.
You're almost certain this Raven's wearing glasses now and got a book out and writing
To be
notes.
fair, Sean, you won't
These
need
look-
an
these
armor
people are
class
crazy.
if you're asleep and have to make a dex check.
I don't need to. I have a familiar to do that for me.
Let's put you to sleep. Right, where are we
So
going?
you spend
You
about
can
an
do
hour.
that, but
You spend about an hour walking.
Oh,
You go over the bridge quite easily, and the Raven fucks off.
oh.
thank
Raven.
God.
You are about.
Tell me you're scared of a little birdie.
Openly waving and saying goodbye to the raven.
Okay.
Bird.
So you spend a good hard day travel, and you go through a walkway that is shrouded by forestry, thick forest, but yet this is probably the most comfortable walk you've ever had.
So where on the map are we now?
Forget there's the big map. There you go. So you end up here, and the sun.
Oh, it's taken us
starts
that long to
set.
get from the bridge to there.
It's quite these hexes are quite a distance.
Okay.
I think I've got a scale
It's
here.
like 40 feet.
A quarter mile.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
40
okay.
feet in the sea. That's where I remember it.
Quarter mile.
40 feet was the city, yeah, the town, the
Okay.
village. Sorry. Yeah, a quarter mile is each one of these squares.
Okay.
So considering you started here, I don't think my calculations are that far
It's only a
off.
mile. 2 miles. Or 2 miles an hour.
No, not an hour. And this is D&D magic.
Extremely slow water.
Oh wait, no, but time moves really fast.
It's not a quarter mile. It's about a mile, a square. I've changed the rules.
Okay, cool.
I'll-
Cool, carry on.
The sun, well, what sun there is gone to black. It is now starting to get dark. You are encroaching on the bend of the river, where an opening opens up between the forests on your right. But your forest on your left still remains strong. You've been walking for the majority of the day. You want to carry on, or you want to try and camp somewhere, or
Do you reckon
Yeah,
we
what's-
should camp up?
Nah, not yet. I reckon we could still keep going, can't we? How late is it?
It's about dinner time. Late dinner
Oh,
time.
yeah, we should totally like just soldier on.
So you're probably looking about
I thought it was later than
7-ish.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was later than that.
Keep going.
Okay, so one more round
Sure.
in. So let's go. You soldier on to here. There we go.
I've got a 3.
I know you don't need to roll.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to roll. Nope.
Well done, Wolfgang. Would you like a medal?
Yes. I'll
So-
take a bronze.
You push yourself for the night. It's getting to about midnight now. Where are we? Where's my notes? There it is. We are. You start to get to a crossroad. So as you're approaching, you can see in the darkness. Something you can see in the darkness. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Seer Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. And you are there at night. This is great.
I don't like the sound of that.
Guys, I'm really sorry, but I hate to say this. This is my work laptop that I'm on, and it's decided it wants to do a freaking restart.
Oh,
That's alright.
be right back then.
See you in a bit.
Take the time you need. You got no choice about it.
No, I do not. I've snoozed it far too many times, which is why it won't let me snooze it again.
Oh no.
I've never actually had that happen before, but yeah,
Balls.
no, that's fine. We'll still be here when you get back.
Won't
Yeah,
kill you
I'm
with
just gonna
promise.
restart now. Sorry, guys.
That's alright.
Quick bite.
We'll catch up. So, while Kafara's going on and having a little wee in the woods, which is very good to do in this settlement, you've got a crossroads. It's late. It's about midnight. You've got the gallows in front of you, and you have the frayed rope hanging, swaying in the wind, and you have the graves that's just been covered slightly by a small covering of fog.
There's a grave nearby.
There's graves, so you over where are we? Damn it! Oh, there it is. So you across from the gallows there was a low wall crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
If she clocks that, she's definitely going over there.
Okay.
And just walk around quietly and reading the names on the graves.
There is nothing to indicate who is buried here.
Strange. She is being very creepy, by the way. She's just walking past each gravestone, just creepily touching them, and like, yeah.
Wow, I joined in at an odd moment.
You did.
She's fingering the gravestones.
It is,
Just going over them lightly.
it is just a blank gravestone.
They haven't got names on. It's very strange.
Maybe we
Very
need
strange.
to,
With that, could I have a d20 please, Penumbra?
Oh, what have I done?
possibly doomed us to now.
Death.
Okay. Carry on.
Well, if there's nothing of interest, she'll just walk away.
Yeah, okay. You walk away. It's an
Maybe
eerie
we should
place.
get our cleric to say some words.
He's not with you.
Um,
He is not here.
Here.
Did we
But
use
yeah,
him,
like
or
gesture for
was he
the,
never here?
She'll probably say words for him for the raven, I think.
He's hanging fire in the village of Barovia. He's not feeling real well. He's got the squits.
He got
Oh,
bit.
he's missing out on such a good adventure.
Yeah, so she'll probably say a few words.
Okay.
That respect, unmarked, great.
You said the few
Go.
words. The few words has been said.
I'm gonna look round to see if there's any ravens.
I'm going to stand next
So,
to you all
A
the
little bit of pointless information since you took interest in the graves. There's about 11, but they are definitely all the
11.
blank gravestones.
Blank gravestones.
So,
What was
Are they
the-
positioned in? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say the notes that I think you, Penumbra, read out a little earlier. What did they say?
Find the leader of the feathered ones who live among the vines. Though old, he has one more fight left in him.
Anything about a group of something?
Look for Wizard's Tower.
Or
look
dead
for
things in
Wizard's
general?
Tower, Sword of Pure Sunlight. He waits for you in a place of wisdom, warmth of despair. Great secrets are there.
Okay.
Are they arranged in a specific way, these graves?
no, not
Would you
really.
say?
No. Nothing that doesn't stand out to you to being different.
Any loosened dirt?
Oh, there's loosened dirt. All of these graves, the graves all have loosened dirt on them. All 11 of them.
March fresh then.
Interesting.
Fairly.
These are fresh.
Lovely.
Not a fan.
And they're right by where we're camping, or where we've stopped to? What did we decide to do?
You went for a was apparently.
Yeah, you
I went for a was. Okay, fantastic. That's very wizard-like.
Wizards don't we? You heard it here first, folks.
That's
The
news
wizard's
to
called
me.
flipping Rincewind, then yeah.
Evaporate. So it looks like they're freshly buried. No unmarked graves. Can I see any smoke or anything where in the distance see that any local like houses or a mini village or something, or
Well, from where you
That
are
could
now.
be-
So
yeah,
the southwestern fork goes into plains. You can't see no dwellings or anything that way. The road that goes northwestern in a way, that goes
Yeah.
between the forestry. You don't see no sign of any huts or buildings. You are
pretty
in the
much
middle.
just
Yeah, so you've got the big forest on your left, and then you've got smattering of forests in the middle, with the river flowing through the middle of it. You don't see no dwellings or buildings or anything around here.
She's not sure what to do, so I don't think she really want to disturb graves, even though they're quite fresh.
Anyone want to roll for perception?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I look round for if there's any
Yeah.
ravens above us or anything looking at us?
Can I just do a general perception to see if there's anything that catches my eye? Just like, oh, there's this stone out of place, or
Yep.
there's
Strahd
Hey,
standing over
thing.
there.
Yeah, effectively, yeah.
Can I do this?
Yeah, go for it.
Sweet. Oh, 7.
12.
So
Playing with a pet mouse.
as you're looking around, you're looking
He's called
around.
Fidget, by the way.
You're in pitch black. It is dark. You've got the faint moonlight. I'm talking faint moonlight coming through. The mist. It's still strong, the mist, and as you're looking around, you see no obvious signs of raven visitors. You don't see no obvious sign of anything weird or wonderful apart from what I've described to you already. You don't see no one actively spying on you or any threats in the immediate area. It is
No one actively spying on us.
It is creepy.
I don't think she's going to disturb the earth, actually. If there's nothing of interest, she'll probably get up and walk away.
What did you roll, Amaris?
12 for just general everything.
Can I try perception as well?
You can do if you want.
I'm still waiting for my computer to restart. I'm currently using my phone. Can you roll for me? Is that a thing or not really?
I can try. Give me a moment while I load it up. The hell is that I'm listening to? Oh,
I don't know, but it also sounds quite freaky.
good. That's my intention. Collection.
Dungeon depths, by the looks of it.
Ah.
To be
That's
fair,
really cool. Is that the what's the name? What's it called? That Mark suggested to use.
well, I knew about Sirenscape a long time ago. I just couldn't remember the name of
Oh, oh, I see. Okay.
it. So I've been trying to subscribe to it for a long time, but I had issue with
PayPal. Wasn't it?
yeah, PayPal messing me about. So I managed to get that fixed by actually speaking to the CEO of the company.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Wow.
I emailed.
Fast tracking.
They're also based
Sassy
in
Daniel.
Australia as well. Right, perception. Let's see if I can roll for you. Oh, I can. There we go.
Oh, I've just managed to load in as well.
A 14 for you. So
Believe
again,
that you got a +1 and got a 14, and I got a +4.
Oh, no, that
I've got a
sucks.
7.
so you actively look as well, but you don't add anything to what has already been seen.
Damn it. Okay. Fine.
Expecting Wolfgang to go digging about.
Yeah.
I'll take a look around. I ain't gonna.
Does anybody need lights? Is everybody dark vision?
I'm the
I
dark
need
vision.
lights.
Dark vision.
Who need lights?
I got my own lights, don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Hey. If there's no interest, I'll be. Yeah. Oh well.
So are we camping here? Yeah.
Not if I
I don't really
give
know.
it a
It's a bit
choice.
creepy.
Should we move up a bit so we're away from
What?
the...
I could run another arcana. I could roll for another arcana. See if there's anything magical about the area. Would that be a good idea?
Yeah.
Oh, might as well.
I got a better idea. I spent 10 minutes doing detect magic.
Okay.
Right, that's
Will
what
that bring up
means.
more? Is that like arcana, rolling for arcana, but in more depth?
So detect magic is the best way of doing it. So you can tell if there's magic here. Arcana, you can't really tell.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
So, you spend 10 minutes, 11 minutes casting your ritual. Oh, that's 10 minutes and 6 seconds to be precise, if you really want to be that.
We don't need to go that in depth.
Blimey.
Yeah, you can for 10 minutes. So, what is everyone else doing in the time period that he's doing this ritual?
Just taking a
Well,
look.
if we decide to camp here, I'm quite happy to go searching for some food. Anyone?
I'd rather just wait for now, see what I can turn up before deciding to stay or to go.
So, while you're milling around and discussing
Right,
whether
do...
you need to
Yep.
do your food or whatnot, you finish your spell. The spell erupts from your senses goes wide. You hone in on any magical auras near you. You notice that you get an aura emanating around the gallows.
Who's?
And that is
Those
all
gallows.
that you see.
I don't like the look of those gallows. Something wrong with them. Something magical. Also, I can tell if it has a school of magic to it.
Necromancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
Oh,
necromancy
fantastic.
got necromancy on that gallows. I don't like it.
We need to go over there.
I suggest we don't stay here for the night.
Penumbra, you're not this sort of flighty thing, are you? Why don't you go and see what you can see over there?
To necrotic
Dead
damage.
things and all that.
Yeah, well, she'll have a little saunter over. Keeping her wits about her, but she's having a look around.
Hopefully not your funeral.
It looks, as you go closer, you notice that it's a well-used gallows. There is the frayed rope hanging and it's dancing from the beam. It looks like it's seen its use and day. But yet, nothing sticks out. Nothing sticks out to be a problem. It just looks like a device that's been used to hang people. To
I'm
send them
interested
to
in
the
these
afterlife.
gallows. I'm going to go over and look as well.
Not gonna turn my back on the gallows. If I walk away from it, I'm walking backwards.
Okay, you walk backwards.
I think these gallows might have been the reason why this graves are.
Well, I don't see anything suspicious. It's very well used.
Maybe 11 times, to be precise.
Maybe quite recently, judging by the graves.
Sorry, what was that?
I said probably quite recently, judging by the graves.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. So,
There's nothing standing out,
no,
mate. Yeah, I'm going back there.
literally, the only thing that stood out is the aura that was noticed by Amorous. That's pretty much it. There is nothing to indicate that that is going to do anything.
Just had this image of this rope just going around my neck.
Animated rope.
Yeah.
Greatest enemy.
The rope of always hanging.
Yeah.
A mimic.
Don't say that. That's a bad sentence.
I know it's a bad sentence. You understood.
I
And there
think
was
if we're
nothing
going
on
to
the
camp,
gravestones.
No, blank stones. 11 of them to be precise.
that's
What do
bugging
we
me because you
gain?
told me that, and I'm trying to think what it could be. 11.
We don't gain anything, so we should just go.
Yeah, I'm up for that. Moving on. There's nothing.
There's nothing
Nah.
to see here. Move along. So,
Well,
is
if
that what you
nobody
think?
if nobody else fancies sticking around, yes, I agree. Let's go.
How often do you sleep in a gravesite?
Or
It seems
a
too
brothel.
calm.
It's
Too
actually
much.
much more comfortable than what you think.
Yeah.
That's the most
You got
peaceful
lots of
place in the
friends
world.
around.
Agree.
As much
They're
as
quite quiet.
as much as I value your input, Penumbra, I did not ask for that.
So,
I think being at a crossroads is more
if
dangerous than
you,
being at a graveyard.
yeah, if you've decided to move on, do you take the path that leads you to the Seer Pool? Or
The
do you-
what?
The Seer Pool, T-S-E-R Pool, which is northwest, or do you take yourself to the Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest?
I'm confused. Where are we currently?
Crossroads.
You're there, yeah.
Okay,
So
the
we're
only
going
thing I was asking is
southwest.
I don't see a crossroad type thing. I can't see a path. I can see one path here.
Yeah, it goes
That way.
downwards as well.
You don't see the
It
downwards?
goes this way.
Do you not see that?
There's,
I'm a.
I can't see
I
it
can.
well. I can't tell.
You can,
It's a very bad drawing. I can't see where it goes past that junction there.
it just goes slightly down southwest.
No, as in, like,
and
I
then,
see it go that way, and I can't tell where
Yeah.
else it goes. This is what I'm saying. I can see the whole map, I just can't
Ah, you're role
which way
playing.
the path turns.
Sorry. Yeah. That was me thinking that the map was broken.
tell. No, the map's working fine. It's just
Yeah.
I can't tell where the road is supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, okay. So there is. It's signposted.
I have an idea. How about we ask our valuable cargo, Irina, who's with us currently. Because we were taking her with us
Supposed to take it to Valaki. Originally, we were asked to take it to Valaki.
Yeah, we were asked to take her somewhere, and in order to get somewhere, we had to pass through. Not that.
Brother said. He said before you do something, come and get him.
No, before we
before
stormed the
find
castle.
Strahd.
Right.
Yeah, I believe we were trying to take her to Valaki. We wanted to go to Mama not Mama Murphy. Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of
Mama
Fallout
Odie.
4.
No, we wanted
Madame
to go
Eva.
to the. We wanted to go to
Madame
the
Eva.
camp.
Eva, yeah.
Yeah, the camp box.
And I think we should ask Irina for directions.
So where do you want to go? To see who?
We want to go to Madame Eva of the Vistani.
The Vistani.
I think that's the northwest way to that stir place, isn't it?
To the lake, wasn't it?
To
The
Sir,
camp-
yes,
yeah,
you
that,
are right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kafara, is it? Yeah, yes, that is correct. The Vistani lives in a travel village just northwest of here towards Tsirku.
But I think that's probably where we should head.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's
we can
go
head that
that
way. Okay.
Yeah. Sticking to the well-trodden path as well, by the looks of it.
One last look at the grave and the gallows as we're walking away. See if I can see anything.
Ambrose still wants to burn the gallows.
Wonder if I could shabby chic. That would be good. Look good.
What?
I reckon.
Say
Paint the gallows
what?
white and put like pink roses around it and stuff. bit of what's it
Shabby
called?
chic. Yeah.
Lace and Hessian ribbon and
Yeah.
around.
There we go. Yeah. Bit of Farrow and Ball chalk paint.
Yeah.
As you're walking off
Hold
and
on.
talking,
Might even put Wolfgang in it just for shits and giggles.
you hear a creaking noise behind you.
Turn around.
It's
Was that
Have
the
a look.
gallows?
It is coming from the gallows.
Mm. Penumbra,
Yep.
you've been quite excited about this. Do you want to go investigate?
I'm whispering.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright, I'm trying to type quickly before you can roleplay.
We run over and burn it down.
Shit.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
so
Child underneath the black gallows.
you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. You immediately turn around to see what that is.
Hang on, let me turn that up.
Hang on, I am looking at something stupid here. What am I doing here?
Does it sound like rope
Yes,
creaking on
yes,
wood?
yes.
I can't hear that person.
I can hear piano.
Same.
Yeah, it is piano now. So where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless grey body. The breeze turns the hanging figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon
Ready. What do we have here? And she just stands still and stares. And even though she's got this big grin on her face, she looks a bit shocked.
Irina,
What?
anyone you know?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Can anyone
What's-
see that?
Yeah, a corpse.
What does it
I'm
look
so-
like to you?
it's
A corpse.
seems to be a Barovian villager.
It looks like a corpse.
What I'm looking at is myself.
I can't see the resemblance. For one, that's a man.
Oh,
No,
that's
I
nice
can
of
quite
you.
literally
Wait,
see
you
my
guys can see a corpse.
grin. That is definitely me hanging there.
Do you want me to burn it? I can burn it.
That would be
Make
nice.
it go away. Okay, I use firebolt and try and burn down the thing.
Why would they make it look like penumbra? Why would anybody want anything to look like penumbra? No offense, penumbra.
It's okay.
So, as you shoot your firebolt at the swinging corpse, it rapidly melts away to nothing.
At least I know I'd make a good
Meaning?
looking hanging corpse. Just saying.
Oh, lovely.
So the spell fails.
No, it hits, but it melts the body away. The body just disintegrates.
Okay. That makes sense.
Trying to mess with our heads. Well, my head isn't anyway.
I don't like this place anymore.
Is it still creaking the rope, or is it stopped, or? Creaking.
Still creaking. Do you still see? Do you still see yourself, penumbra?
Do I still see
No.
myself?
No, you don't.
I burnt
The
the corpse. There
burnt,
is
the
no
corpse is gone.
Does anyone
to
see
everyone.
anything?
See anything?
The corpse is gone to everyone.
Can I try and burn the gallows now as well? Because I don't want this gallows no more.
Can I just check that there's nothing at the gallows other than the gallows and whatever remains of that dead body?
So you head back over.
I want to
Um,
be a couple of feet behind, not too close, but behind Kithar, just anything kicks off.
Got an idea. Why don't we bury the corpse?
As you get closer,
Or what left of it?
the rope calms down and you have a look. And there is nothing of this corpse. Nothing new here. It is just a gallows with 11 unidentifiable graves. At the peak of night, with the mist flowing freely over them.
Is the gallows? Is it a rope gallows, a hanging gallows?
It is
Yeah?
a hanging gallows, yes.
Is there anything beneath the hanging gallows?
Nope,
Is it a stage one?
no.
Hmm.
It looks like it was purposed out of a sign at some point.
Okay. So like a hangman gallows.
Kind,
I was just about to say
kinda,
that, yeah.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Hey, wild idea. Let's dig up the graves and find out what clothes they were wearing to find out if they were part of any sort of faction.
Possibly a
we-
bad idea.
How about we don't?
Yes.
I did say
He did
wild
say
idea.
bad
I
idea, yeah.
I mean, I'm a little bit against it, but a little bit for it.
It's
No.
a hard no from me.
Okay.
Hard no from me also.
Okay.
That's fine. Just a suggestion.
I bet Irina doesn't agree with it either.
Hey, Irene is our passenger. She'll go along with anything.
But these are her lands.
Irina,
She knows better.
she's keeping herself to herself. She doesn't interact with you unless you directly spoken to. So she's not rude. But yeah, she don't interact with anything. She actually gets a little bit scared and hides herself. Sometimes if she jumps a lot. Like someone who's been through a lot of trauma.
If anyone else doesn't really want to carry on with this, I think we should
I think
head
we
way
should
to
leave.
north promptly.
Yeah.
How long are you willing to travel for until you want to rest? It is midnight.
Really,
about
I mean-
now.
As long as possible.
If it's how late is it now?
It's about it's just gone midnight.
Oh.
I think we should stop soon.
Do you reckon we
I'll-
should like give it another half-hour walk away from this and then
Get away from the exit,
Yeah.
and then all good.
and then camp
Yes,
out?
that's probably a good plan.
So you get further down the road as you're heading towards the Seer Pools. I need a burp, sorry.
Lovely.
Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with all of you.
Thank you.
The trees are getting prominent to your right again. You can start seeing trees on your left further down the pathway where it goes. The path goes straight through a forest and it will bend to your right, but you have been travelling for about at least half an hour if you wish to make camp. You have on your left side plains and on your right side a thick forest.
British Airways or
Yeah, more like Tui.
Nothing wrong with Tui. I used to rep for them.
You so you're willing to camp. Where are you willing to camp? On the plains or in the forest or on the road?
Planes.
and on the edge
Edge of the road.
yeah, like going into the forest maybe.
No, bad idea.
No, good idea. I'd rather
Not
be.
right into not right
Yeah,
into the
on the
forest,
edge.
but
I don't
but
want
not
to be
right
right
out
out
in
on the open.
no.
But
I
from the road.
disagree, but if everyone's against me, fine.
That's right.
Just
It'll
on
be the
the
one
edge.
who told you so when you all get dragged away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Told you
if-
so.
if-
We shouldn't have stayed there.
Yeah, as you're being
I
dragged
was
away.
never the right to say I told you so. Planes is what I vote for.
Am I the only elf in the group?
Yes.
Is it better for me to be the last one to take watch then? Seems I only need 4 hours.
4 hours
Probably.
meds.
Okay. Or
Meditation.
first one to take watch, is it?
Okay, so
No.
it's the
You should be
most.
the last.
It is the most uncomfortable, eerie night's sleep you've had for a long time. You're on the road. You've seen some shit, and you're constantly on the lookout. Whoever does what your order is, it is uneventful.
Yeah, wouldn't it be better for me to take first watch? Actually.
It's irrelevant. But you don't
Oh,
need to.
okay.
You don't need to work out who does what. But
Oh, okay.
it is uneventful, but to the point
Oh,
where
okay.
it is eerie enough to keep you on edge and scare the shit out of you. The morning arises, but all that happens is the sky gets a little bit brighter. The birds start to sing, but they're not normal birds, they're crows. Shut up, wrong bird. You're supposed to be crows.
Oh.
And eagles.
Caca!
It is a new
Sorry.
day. You all have partaken in a long rest.
Long rest.
Gotta love a long rest.
You are.
Oh no!
Oh no.
My HP's gone to like 39 for some reason. It shouldn't be.
Oh no! What a shame.
What's happened?
Okay.
Supposed to be. I was on 43, wasn't I? God dang it! It's because I did the thingy roll. We should have just done the average.
Never do.
I'd
roll
dig it an
thing.
8 on it though, the maximum.
I was going to say, I have no
Yeah.
issues with it. I don't get...
It's probably even you probably didn't do it right.
Anyway,
Hang on.
I'll let you fix it while we take a new day. So, the new day, because you're on the plains, have we got any outlanders?
Me.
You managed to find food, no problem.
Oh no, am I an outlander or am I a wanderer? Is that the same thing?
I think it's the same thing, isn't it?
Wanderer.
No, Wanderer
It's the
is...
same thing.
Hang on.
Wanderer is the
Oh no,
feast.
outlander. Yep, definitely outlander.
Yeah, Outlander is
Okay.
the one where you can find food and that easily.
Yes, that is me.
Wanderer is you know where you are in the world if you see it once.
Well, it says outlander feature wanderer.
Yeah, that's Wanderer is a part of Outlander.
Of course it is. What did I think of it's the separate? Yeah, you quite easily find some rabbit, some game for breakfast. So you got some meat around the fire. Getting a bit of attention from the eagles and the vultures in the sky. Just licking their lips, waiting for the scraps. You have a hearty meal for breakfast.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, are you ready to venture off?
Yes, we are. Well, I am. I don't know about anybody else.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
And are you happy to venture in the same direction, following this path?
Yeah.
Wolfgang, have you had enough sleep today?
Don't know. You could always help me out if you feel like it.
Oh!
No, we would have to carry him, and I'm not carrying him.
I wonder if we could combine mage hands.
I don't have mage hand.
As a double
Oh,
slap.
ridiculous wizard.
I melt and burn and freeze things.
You haven't done much of that recently, have you?
As you're walking, we'll go into the D20s. John, Wolf, fuck, Wolf.
John Wolf. Wolf John.
Is this everyone or just...
At left half.
It'll be 20 D20s when I call you. So, Penumbra,
Well, get a 20.
Hang on.
Get a 19.
I've got an 18
Ooh,
instead, is that right?
that'll do.
just do it. D12, D8, please.
See? 19 would have probably been worse.
Oh,
Excuse me.
11 again.
And an 8.
Roll a D100 for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Please be
50.
something fun.
5.
Oh.
5.
And finally,
really?
a D4, please.
That's how many.
Great.
We've got 3
It's
or
going to
something.
be
Excellent.
Fuck, I can't
Three
read
hours.
it.
3 cute little mice with sandwiches.
For each
No,
lot in
it'd
his
be-
cubes.
It's going to be 3 flunks with cake.
Ooh.
And one of them's going to be talking about Briv.
About what?
Briv. Does anyone get that reference?
No.
No.
Briv the Brave?
Nope.
Adam Bradford's character?
Nope.
One of the creators of D&D Beyond?
Nope.
Ah.
Ooh, okay.
Heroes of the Vale?
I've heard of Heroes of the Vale.
He's from that.
Okay.
Oh,
Adam-
okay.
It's his character.
So,
It's a half-orc called Briv. Insert whatever last name he wants here.
you
Usually
you
the something.
I started to get closer to the more of this forest walkway entry point, and your presence as you're in this dreary land has not gone unnoticed at all. You see a raven follow you for several minutes while keeping a respectful distance.
Penumbra, why is your little friend following us?
I'm not sure if that is mine, you know. I haven't heard from the Raven Queen, so
You don't hear
Arena,
no
a
call
question for
or
you.
anything from it.
Sorry?
Irina, I have a question for you.
Got no call or communication from it at all, so
Oh, it hasn't actually squawked. Okay.
no, not squawked or anything.
I have a question for Irina.
Yeah.
So, Irina, what can you tell me about ravens and other birds of the area?
The
Are
only
there
thing,
any superstitions?
the only thing I
you say they're just
know
black?
that may be a story is that the ravens are people as well. So they travel by transforming into ravens to fly around.
Now that is an odd one.
That's new.
Now we got people following us.
Now I want to shoot
Did
it.
you not fancy telling us that maybe
Oh.
a little earlier?
No, not everyone is evil. It is horrible here.
No, everyone's fucking balmy.
Wouldn't you be balmy if you have someone ruling your every move? You
Don't
fear.
get me started on that. Dragons are a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Just don't
Dragons
go near
are
dragons.
misunderstood.
Dragons are not misunderstood.
So,
Metallic dragons, yes. Chromatic, no.
you have a raven that has interested in you.
Interested in anyone in particular, or just our group?
No, just a group. It's hovering up there, flying around. Single raven.
Come on, just
Anyone
let me
with-
crack through it.
Anyone with what's everyone's animal handling like?
Mine's +2.
That's one.
But if I, yeah,
+2.
if we haven't heard it squawk or anything,
But would it be worth calling it?
maybe. Oi, you there?
Well,
Oh,
as the Outlander, I quite like animals, so I will
Yeah.
try calling this raven.
You roll an animal handling to see if you can bring it down.
Yeah.
Which is it though? Crow or raven?
It's
It's a craven.
it's craven.
Great.
Raven's a type
It's
of
like-
crow, isn't it? Did that roll or did that not roll?
That roll.
That did
That
roll.
rolled 7 plus whatever.
Ugh. That
So-
sounds-
You try to coax this raven down. It has no interest in communicating with you.
Penumbra, I reckon you'd probably have a better chance of this than I.
Seems to
I'm going-
rotate and watch.
I give help to
Unless you're
Penumbra.
completely adverse to this.
I give
I would-
help to Penumbra. I aid her in her action.
I will walk over to her, hands behind my back, and I'll just look up and go, "Hello there. Are you a servant of the Raven Queen or a servant of someone else?" And what do I roll for that?
Animal handling
I
with
give help.
advantage.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
You didn't need it.
15.
So as you're saying that,
Oh, it's the first one. Okay, cool.
the raven does a wide circle around you,
Hopping or flying?
flying.
Okay, good.
It's
Because hopping
const-
would be just creepy.
It's constantly keeping a respectful distance from you.
I'm following it as it's going around me, and I'm just like not being aggressive or anything, just being very
A
like.
respectful distance away from us is about 6 miles in any direction.
It does. It notices that you're talking to it, as you could tell, as it kind of stops what it does. Obviously, not stop flying. It stops flying and,
It
and
gives
notice,
0 Fs.
and then it just carries on.
Well, that's rude.
I don't believe it is a Raven Queen servant. I generally believe it's someone else's pet.
You would probably guess that if it was a Raven Queen servant and you being part of the Raven Queen, it would have actually said something.
Well, you never
I
know.
could send my cat after it.
No.
However, a raven is still a raven.
Cat with wings is still a cat with wings.
True. I wonder which would win.
A cat.
He's a
Really?
I don't know.
Well,
These ravens are pretty
say
nasty.
ravens are-
I'd
They
say,
are
I'd
meat
say
eaters.
a cat is a meat eater as well.
They're intelligent.
Exactly, my point.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a raven being meat eater for some reason.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
They eat meat.
Mm.
Could be weird.
They're what they called? They're called. They're crows are carrion. The ravens are carrion
Carrion
crows.
thing.
They eat meat.
As it's looking at us, can I tell any difference in its eyes? Has it got like different colour eyes?
It has, yes.
Ooh.
Are they red?
No.
Oh. Are they yellow?
No.
Are they white?
They're blue and white.
Blue and white. They're normally black, aren't they? Black,
Yes,
black
yes they
eyes.
are.
Have we come across anybody with blue and white eyes?
Not as you can recall. Everyone that you've gone and walked up to in the village is just shut the door in your face or just turn around and ignore you.
I'm going to walk towards it non-threateningly and put my hand out. See what it does.
Just circles you at a respectful distance.
I'm going to give Penumbra a piece of meat from breakfast to see if she can
Great.
coax.
Oh, okay.
Not for you to eat, to see if you can coax that bird down.
Yeah, I will take the meat and I'll go slowly towards it, so I'm not being threatening, and show it the meat.
Every time you go closer, it keeps that respectful distance, even though you've got the meat in its hand, in your hand.
This is definitely not a normal crow.
And I was now.
Right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Can I cast message on the bird and just say, "Oi, get down here and stop being creepy"?
You can.
Or I'm
you
gonna
can-
set my cat on you.
Damn you.
You could try.
Get down here and stop
It
being
says-
creepy.
It says on a creature.
Yeah, you could try.
I try.
You
Nothing.
Take out your wire and you say a few pieces, and you don't get a response.
Does it even react?
It reacts
How?
by it stops its aerial circles, look at you with its head tilted to the side, then carries on again.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, the cat's on you now. And I'm going to summon my cat, which I've decided the name is Orla. And I'm going to say, "Get him."
What?
I've set Orla on the bird because I said I would, and I'm a dragon of my word.
Okay, so you do that, the raven flies off.
Good riddance. Being creepy.
Spies of Strahd.
Okay, let's go.
If it comes back, I won't be so nice, I'll just shoot it.
Well, if it comes back and brings whoever its master is along with it, I'd probably kill you, if it's not already going to kill you.
And you doom Orla to death as well? Just guilting you with a flying cat in your face.
Okay, are you carrying on your travels into this forest?
Believe so?
Alright, Ambrose, roll 20, please. There's supposed to be a D in there somewhere. Okay, Kafara, D20 for me, please.
D20. Oop.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay,
That was very nearly a 1 again.
so you're now in the more of the forest. You're approaching the bend into, is it an apex? Do they call it an apex? I can't remember what they call it. A bend.
Depends on the context.
A bend.
That bends to your right. I was trying to be, sound intelligent and failed.
Oh. It's a nice try, Daniel.
Yeah. Let's have another
Pat on the head.
Let's have another roll of 20s then. Let's have Wolfgang start again. I do like this. This makes it interactive a lot more than what we normally do. Penumbra,
What does?
the rolling.
I
Normally
like the
we do
rolling, it's
it
good.
a lot less, but this book insists we do
Oh,
a
I
lot
like it.
more. Amber, it's your turn.
Penumbra, you are doing some low rolls this
I
session,
know.
aren't you?
It's really bad.
Jesus.
That's not a bad thing,
As
though.
long as it's not on my
Oh.
actual
18.
Yeah, okay.
That damn crow's gonna come back now.
That
I
damn crow.
I so laugh when it does.
Isn't there a band called Those Damn Crows? I'm pretty sure there's
I
a
don't
band
know, is
called
there?
Those Damn Crows.
D12 and a D8 for me, please, by the way.
Yes, they are a rock band.
2 and 2. 18, 2, 2.
Okay. What is your passive perception?
15.
Okay.
Also, I'm not sure if it helps or not, but my familiar has dark vision and a passive of 15 as well.
worked out why it changed when I took a long rest because I still had the box tick reset
So-
maximum HP changes.
As you're starting to walk into the forest is starting to get a little bit tighter and narrower in the walkway. Can I have a marching order, please?
I would be behind the tank.
Ambrose would probably be at the back somewhere.
Yes, same here.
Have the squishies at the back.
So first,
Squishy, yes.
Penumbra. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
give
it.
for that. Right, okay, so can I have a wisdom survival check, please, Wolf?
Oh god, he's gonna fail that. Isn't he pretty dumb?
No.
Don't. Depending on how bad it rolls.
The
I'll
last he got a
have-
natural 20 and was like, fuck you lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he rolls bad, I can save it. I can save it. I can save
Is
it.
that a natural one?
I can save it. He rolls again. I will not have this. Roll again.
Are you going to roll again? Okay.
As a reaction,
That's
after you or a
amazing.
creature can roll,
That's cool.
you roll.
That is cool.
Cool.
Okay,
Ability checks, attacks, or saving throws. I can force a creature to re-roll,
that is pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's quite cool.
That's
I
a
like that.
and I decide
nice.
which I use.
chronal shift class wizard. Alright, that
I'm
must
gonna have to keep that one in mind.
Yeah.
This is
I
a
like that.
this is a
I
Matt
didn't know that
Mercer
existed.
creation.
Okay.
It's a pardon?
It's a Matt Mercer
Oh, is
Um,
it doing a Mancy type spell, like time shift? sort of thing?
chronomancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
chrono.
chronomancy.
like.
Ah.
Alright. Okay then.
Nice.
Chronology.
Penumbra.
Chronology.
Yes.
I would like a wisdom
That's
survival.
the thing. Oh,
from you, please.
ignore that. That didn't work.
A wisdom survival?
Yes.
I'm not able to save you again.
Oh, so I was looking for wisdom. Like, what? You mean, yeah, okay. Ignore me. Douche.
Douche.
Douche. 13.
13. 13
Okay.
and 13 so far.
Lucky for some.
Kafara, can I have a survival check, please?
Is that a saving throw? Is it? No. what
No,
we're
it's
doing?
it's a check.
So literally just where it says survival, I'm rolling.
Yes, please.
13. Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay.
Makes
And then
sense. Can we all
give a round of
finally-
applause?
Can
I don't know, is that another bad thing?
That's
All the other
Ambrose.
things happen on a bad
That can only
high number.
be a good thing.
Okay, good. Because I'm squishy.
Can you roll one for me, Ambrose, as well?
Thanks, and two nat 20s.
Survival.
Go on, get an natural 20.
Bottom of the list.
8.
Eight.
I got the lowest.
So, one moment.
I think using it on the natural one was good enough. I'm not using it on my 8.
So you're walking down this path between the forests in the order that you have given me.
No!
Say it again.
Huh? What? Oh,
Sorry, I just spotted that there's a wolf trap.
Oh!
That needs to be disarmed.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be got rid of.
I
That's
got
very
a question for you. How many wolves have we seen?
Wolf, please roll me a straight intelligence, please.
Sorry, I'm going to giggle every time you ask Wolfgang to roll an intelligence.
No, I found it for any more of a wolf. Wolf
Oh.
trap. Make it an intelligence check.
Oh, we could just make him all forwards.
I'm sorry,
He's
John,
fallen
for
asleep.
mocking your character.
I'll get you back in a minute.
He's muted currently.
Oh.
Here's where
Have
we
I
find
made
out he's been trying to talk and he's been
And
muted.
he's been muted all this time.
He's going, damn, why is everyone ignoring me? God damn it. Oh dear.
And I tell you what, I was going to be mean. I'm not going to be mean now.
Be mean, okay.
Oh,
there he is.
now
Roll-
you talk.
Roll
I was on the phone.
a straight intelligence check, please. Wolf.
I did.
Did you?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
It's not there.
Oh, because it's a check, and I'm gonna do it for fucking
Well, you rolled a 10.
Roll.
I'll take that.
roll 20.
Oh, do you
Ah.
want to take the 10?
No, because I want to show Cathara that I'm actually intelligent.
Okay.
So, Kafara,
Uh-huh.
she mentions that, oh no, there's a wolf trap there. And you're like walking down the road. You're like, what? Wolf trap? Where? And then it twigged in your mind. Where the hell is this wolf trap? And you almost stand on it.
I am the wolf trap.
Almost stand on it. You were almost caught. The wolf itself was almost caught in a wolf trap. It is there right in front of you, hidden under some pine leaves. So, as Kafara spots it out, you spot a wolf trap. Steel jaws caked with rust. Someone has carefully hidden the trap under a thin layer of pine
Oh, I
leaves.
didn't have my tetanus shot. I would be
Detritus.
fucked if I hit that.
Detritus. Sorry. So you're lucky.
Yep. You what?
You're quite lucky. Wolf trap almost stood on it.
Oh, well done, Wolfgang. Pats on head.
So,
I would not. I don't like to be under one.
you gonna carry on?
Yeah, I'm not going to pick up the wolf trap. I'm going to let Cathara walk into it.
Everyone
I'm
knows.
the one that told you it was
I
there.
should say everyone knows it's there now. So. Okay, so we're gonna venture forth. You get round the corner.
Was the wolf trap sprung?
No,
Was it already, or was it open ready?
it was open ready and it was all primed and set. Because the wolves around here aren't very pleasant.
Okay, we'll leave that then.
Right, I just needed to give you a handout now. One moment. Show the place. Show everyone. Bean, you should see a map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Circle
Okay.
encampment.
So as the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colourful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. Let me just change this to travel. That, and I want to say
please, Libbies.
You are now at the Tasir Pool encampment.
Lovely.
Where is my notes on the Tasir Pool encampment? No? You want to tell me? Where are you?
He waits for you in a place of wisdom, warmth, and despair. Great secrets are there.
You hear someone.
So
I
does he
remember
in
something
the
about a
sea?
wizard tower on a lake,
Mm.
near a lake. Do we see any sort of wizard tower in the distance? Or am I just remembering things that I don't remember?
I think you're getting confused. Slightly.
Look for a wizard's tower on the lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide that which you seek. That's the wizard. And trader, look to the wizard of wines. In wood and stand the treasure hides.
I like wine.
It's good
I like
wine.
treasure and wine.
That's me and my character stating that. I was wondering what those. I thought my map had gone funny. I've just realised it's the shadow. It's what my sight line, isn't
What
it?
the fuck? Why do they all look like zomzoms?
Oh, your sight line. Hang on, let me turn that off. Give me a second.
Yeah, they do look creepy.
They're about to eat
Are we
us.
not having sight lines here?
No, you don't need to.
You're gonna be nice.
You don't need to.
Okay.
I'm more concerned about the weird, creepy lady in the tent.
That's Madame Eva,
I know,
I'm
but
assuming.
her
Eva.
token looks more scary than any of these zombie-looking guys.
It's a bit racist. They're travellers.
I was going to say, that's a bit racist.
I'm joking. You're not. I know what you mean.
So, as you meander by, you do notice that everyone's around a campfire singing a bardic song with music playing nicely. It's a nice.
Shadow's going to be
chilled
dancing all around that
environment.
fireplace.
Do you walk by or do you go in and see what's going on?
She's walking in. She's walking straight in.
Yeah, I'll follow up the ringer.
So you're lingering by near the fire. Okay, cool. So as you're venturing up to the fire, you hear one of the Vistanis. He's reciting a tale, a story, and it goes something like this. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man, he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see it, if you know, he had anything of value. But the river... How's that say? The river Levelis had already spirited him away. Damn, I was doing so well into that bloody name. And they all go back to their chirpy, happy chatting. Yeah.
Fools, is it?
He's going to go into song again in a minute. getting quite lively now. The wine's being passed around, and they notice you're here. Quite a few of them notice you're here. And as the wineskins are passed around aplenty, damn it, it's the wrong bloody page. Bloody hell, hang on. Yes, you are. So as they're around the fire, they're passing wineskins galore, meat galore, and you are invited to join by this warm fire. This is probably one of the only places you've seen for a while that is lively, happy, and isn't dark to the point where you're miserable. You have wine given to you. You have meat given to you, and the bard sombers you with a song.
I'm keeping my back towards any wall for any, you know, just in case there's anyone that's got light fingers.
Okay.
Just saying.
There isn't really any walls here. What you see is what you see.
Okay.
This is not the first time you have encountered Vistani. So you have an understanding of how some of them react, but it's
Do we recognise any of them?
Yeah, I would say you did. There was some that you would have had on the travelling companion caravan. As you were in the village, they buggered off back to, and they would have gone back here.
After
And they've welcomed
being,
us, yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
after
yes.
being welcomed,
You are
having
well
a drink
welcome.
and that,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask: is it possible if we could speak to Madame Eva?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Madame Eva has time for everyone. She is the master fortune teller of this Barovia land. She is well sought after. And she's very
I think
knowledgeable.
these guys are more welcome than the gits at the
Sorry?
bar. At least these guys are more welcoming than the gits at the bar.
Oh yeah. As you can see, a quite nice arrow pointing towards the Madame Eva's tent. Madame Eva's tent is here. They're not hiding her. The tent is open, elegant. You are pointed towards the tent, and they're saying, "Please, if you want to speak to Madame Eva, go and seek your fortune. Your fortune awaits." And they make sure that they take the wineskins off you before you bugger off.
Yeah.
God damn
So
it.
do we know what we're going to ask her? Could always question the cards that was told us. And plus aren't we here for Irina as well, aren't we?
And a missing child.
No, you're not here
That's
for
it.
Talking
Irina.
about a missing child.
No?
No,
Is it Vistani?
not Irina. No.
Vistani was... Missing child was Vistani and Madame Eva, wasn't it? To do with Strahd.
Oh, that's it. I'm getting confused. Vistani camp north of Barovia over
Nice.
here.
Yeah.
You are
Okay.
right there. Yeah.
No, we're gonna walk over to a tent. Who's gonna saunter in first?
Who's she less likely to be scared of?
Yeah.
Look at everyone.
So we have a dragonborn, 2 tieflings, and an elf.
I mean, she's an old lady. I'll pick the topless man to
One
go in
tiefling.
first.
I am not gonna lie. This is cool. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Cool. Oh God.
God.
No, you don't know. It might be a good thing. So, who's going in?
Sure,
I reckon.
will.
Okay.
Is everyone going in or just Amberus?
Dragon's going first for some reason.
I don't think we should scare the crap out of her, so I'm just gonna stand. Is sending a dragonborn in to see an old lady a good idea?
Well, what would you suggest? Sending in a creepy elf?
The half-naked person?
Or the crazy wolf
Close to her,
guy?
right?
Just for clarification, I'm actually half. I am
Or,
wearing clothes.
or the,
Yes.
the demon spawn?
Wolfgang. He's human-looking when he's not in wolf form, isn't he?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea to
Showing.
send him in.
But, come on.
Show a bit of
Do you
muscle,
remember-
should be alright.
Are
Do you
all
remember what
of
happened
you
last time we let him speak
going
to
to
people?
the entrance of this tent at least?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ambrose is already gone.
She's gonna be standing there and just like basically not going in the tent, but poking her head round the corner, like.
So, for the
Wolfgang,
purpose...
what's your background like? Are you like nice to, I don't know, respectful of old people at all, or are you just a
So,
Mercenary. I'm a veteran
Yeah.
mercenary. I'm nice to who I need to be nice to.
Yeah, that's it.
there we go. So maybe try being nice to the old lady we want to talk to.
Love it if
Being
she
the
was
most
like really
human-looking.
snappy.
Yeah, imagine if she was the horrible one.
Yeah.
It's cool. Right, okay. So, as you all venture towards the opening of Madame Eva tent in the Seer Pool encampment, we'll pick it up next session. I'm joking. We can do this bit. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last you have arrived.
Be expected.
there's a creepy laugh and a half.
Cackling
was
laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
Oh.
She then goes and recites. Ambrose, nice to see you. Damn it, where's my notes? Ah,
Same to you.
it is
Creepy old lady.
It is a pleasure to be of your acquaintance, Ambrose. And I do hope you find your parents who left you all alone.
Don't go there. No. Dad.
And
She's
Wolfgang!
spilling the tea.
Wolfgang, you are extraordinary. You're
Right, thank you.
Don't make his head any bigger.
you too also knew not of your parents. Shame. Your rough upbringing made
Sorry,
it
Bob.
difficult,
Joe?
but made you the man you are right now. I see you around there, Penumbra. I see you.
Poke her head around really creepily, like, oh. I'm just gonna step in.
How's the Shadowfell?
You know, dark, dark, dismal.
And your
Why I like
collections to the Raven Queen are quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna sit right down next to her now. Now she's being welcoming.
and all you out there, Kafara, you are a bit of a dark one, you are, aren't you?
It's always the quiet ones.
So,
You need to be a fucking mind reader to work that out.
would you like your fates to be read this evening?
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah.
So, give me a moment while I set the table up.
I do enjoy a bit of entertainment.
This is now gonna fuck me about now, but no, that's fine. I'll take it. Let me bring. Where are you? God, I can't remember how to do
Lumber
this
sitting down on the floor, cross legs. You remember when you used to sit there
Yeah.
in primary school,
now.
cross legs,
Re-
just sitting up straight?
Reading time.
Yeah.
From the teacher.
Yeah.
Ooh. Cards.
Oh no, not the cards again.
I've got a lovely set of cards.
More prophecies for us to.
I actually want to get a real set of tarot cards.
Oh, bollocks.
I've got something
What have I done
similar.
here? I've done something wrong here.
But they're prettier.
Ah!
Or
Sorry, I've made a mistake. You'll have to bear with me a second. I'll try and get this done.
I saw-
Quickly, get a bear. Quickly, someone get a bear, quickly.
Right, I need to go back to here because it's been a while since I've done this. There it is. Right. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Right.
Yes, exactly.
Took the word right out of my mouth.
What is that reminds me of? Ah.
Dan.
No, not the cartoon. There's a specific part of a cartoon that I can't remember, but that just then reminded me. Let's look.
Oh, nice.
I think it's anytime any old cartoon is talking on the phone.
Oh, like the
Oh,
old Tom
yeah,
and Jerry
like the
cartoons
sort of
where you
muff-
just see
yeah.
their legs and that.
And it's just
No,
like the
like the-
muffled noise, yeah.
Yeah, they're talking on the phone, and that's all you
But not
hear.
talking, yeah.
Shuffle. So, as you are communicating with Madame Eva, she asks you if you want your fortune read, and you go, yes, why not? She's like, okay. She brings out, it looks like a well-used set of cards. They look like they've read some fortunes in their time. She looks like she has done this an awful lot of time as well. She takes the cards, she separates them into piles, she flips them about, she shuffles them, and as she starts to, hang on a minute, I just need to get to the, why won't I can't remember how to do this now. Ah, there we go. I couldn't remember how to move my maps over so I can drag you to the very end. There we go. As you can see the familiar tabletop. The cards. She flips over one. She puts 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down. She goes, "Are you ready, dears? To read the fortunes?"
Quickly, get your notebooks out.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just set up the group notes. Una memento. I'll put it under Madame Eva's.
Yes, it's basically.
Go, Dan, go.
Well, okay, so she's like, excellent. So this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
Did
And
you turn something over?
she
Did
flips
you flip the card? There we go.
flips this card open, and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh, but damn it, that's not the right thing. Hang on,
Did you do a bad?
I did a bad. No, the cards are fine. It's just I don't have the right information. Just give me a second."
Ah, you read something out that you shouldn't have.
No, didn't read anything out. I just didn't have anything ready. I'm normally pretty good. So, the transmuter, excellent. So, you need to go to a place of dizzy heights where the stone itself is alive.
That sounds like a tower to me.
I will copy this into the chat like I did last time.
Okay.
That should number 1 card.
I almost wrote that out until you posted it. Just see if I could beat you.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Paste. Yeah, thank you.
So many pages open right now. Right. She points to the top card. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Oh, that's the necromancer. Stars. So, to find this, a woman hangs above a roaring fire. Find her, and you will find the treasure.
So,
Then she points to the one on the far right. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Pure
That's the second time
sunlight.
we've heard that.
Soldier. By the way, this is completely random.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah, this is all random. I have
Oh,
actually
wow.
a deck of cards, and this is actually working, and I'm very happy.
Oh, so it could be different each time?
Yes, it can.
Yeah, it's one of
That's
the
really
it's
cool.
one of the good things about this campaign.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
So, to
So the
find.
different cards that you pull then affect the story?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh wow.
I love
Okay.
things like
Yep,
that.
carry on.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
So
I think
to-
it's one of the only campaign that does this.
Yeah.
no, the heist is random as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Okay.
Depends on what
Oh.
season you did the campaign. Depends on the outcome.
That's really clever.
So the sword of pure sunlight that will help you achieve what you need to achieve.
Attack.
You need to go to the mountains, climb the white tower guarded by golden knights. Well, that's quite easy if you've come across golden knights and it's a tower in the mountains. Sure. Now we get to the interesting ones. Oops, I just clicked the wrong button. So she points to the bottom one and she recites, "This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness and defeat the enemy that you truly seek." Oh, the ghost.
That is a creepy card.
That's a crown. So.
So we'll call this one Patrick.
Cool.
No, this
Yep.
is bad.
Happy
Where's the-
Patrick.
Crown.
Why not?
Basic, no, yeah.
Hearts, glyph. Where are you? I seem to not be able to find that. What the hell is that one? Hang on, give me a second.
I love the sound of this crackling fire, by the way. It's making me sleepy.
It's supposed to.
I love it. I
think
love
it's just
it.
my gin that's making me sleepy.
It's silent.
Oh, I could do with one of them right now.
Okay, I'm having a bit of issue with this. Where the fuck is that then? Hang on, give me a second.
Got lime and cactus flower.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It is.
Ah, here we go.
At Christmas time, I had like a, it was like a blood orange one. Oh, it was so nice.
Ooh,
Really, really nice.
That sounds good. I do like orangey ones.
It was a little bit, it reminded me of a bit of, what are they called? Orange sherbet. Sweet. Really
Interesting.
nice.
Just bear me a second while I fail at this.
So as a FYI to everyone, the cards that was told us in the tavern, tax collector, a sword of pure sunlight, the Vistani have what you seek, a missing child holds the key to the treasure's release. So,
Okay.
a woman hangs above a roaring fire, find her and you will find the treasure.
So we need a hanging woman and a child.
Yeah.
for the
So
treasure.
the child has the key for the release.
So maybe the child, maybe that is the child's mother. Maybe that's why the child is the key.
Also, doesn't one of the wizard ones state something about treasure as well?
Yeah, look to the Wizard of Wines. In wood and sand the treasure hides.
Ah, so we've got a location, a direction, and
an
a key.
item, yeah, key to unlock.
Right, I'm really struggling to find this. Well, let me just go to the actual book, the PDF, because the PDF will actually help me better than, because I've got a find function. Ghost.
Sorry to put you off, Dan. Who was the guy that read the cards out in the tavern first?
I don't think we had a name.
No, you didn't get
Oh.
a name.
I'll just put tavern fella.
He was a
Probably for the
Vistani, and that's all you know. There it is.
Oh, Vistani in the tavern.
Okay. So I found it. I have found it. I don't know why I can't find it in the in-game notes, but I found it. Right. So this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in a battle against darkness, and he will fight alongside you to victor upon your
Ooh,
needs.
cool.
You need to. Oh, I see a fallen paladin of a fallen order of knights. He lingers like a ghost in a dead dragon's lair, and she looks straight at Ambrose when she says that.
Dead dragon? Where? What?
Dragon's
A
lair.
dead dragon's lair. Okay, put that there. And then finally, where he is, where you need to find him, the central piece of this puzzle that you are looking for. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. She flips it straight over, slaps it straight in the middle, and it's the Mists. It's helpful. A Vistana wanders the land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey, near the Mists. Hang on a minute, that's not right.
Hang on a minute.
That's not right. I may have made a boo-boo here.
I was just going to say, isn't that the church we've been to?
Ah, found it. Sorry, that's a different Mists. My bad.
Different mists.
I looked at
Okay.
the wrong
Of a different
card.
kind.
Yeah, I looked under the bottom one, the number 4, the bottom one. So, you will find him. Oh dear. Oh no. The cards can't see where the evil lurks. The mist obscure all. He is truly hidden. Sorry, but I have. The fortunes are spoken. I cannot tell you where he is right now. And with that, there, we'll end it for this this session.
So there's no info for the mists.
No.
Hidden.
Other than it's not the mists from the town.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 lots of readings. The first one was done in the tavern, and now you've been sent to this woman. Yet she seemed crazy, but she seems to be very knowledgeable in the form of mystic. And she's given you a new reading, giving you new cards, and has given you new insights. It's up to you now, as a band of adventurers, to do what you want with these. But we will find out what you decide to do next session.
Good.
More conundrums.
More conundrums indeed.
Haven't you worked out yet?
Yeah, we worked out how to get to the treasure, how to unlock the treasure. Don't know what the treasure is.
Myself, I'm assuming it
Probably
could be
that
the
sword.
sword. Yeah.
The sword is most likely the treasure.
But
Or the sword could be the
So
key.
the one thing
yeah.
that you would get from Madame Eva is you would definitely get a bit more information on what you're looking for. It is primarily free artifacts that is buried in amongst Barovia that will aid you in defeating Strahd.
I was gonna say, from reading that, it looks like there's more than one treasure.
Mm.
So yeah.
She does confirm that with you, and there is in fact 3 treasures that will help you. There is one individual that will aid you, and the one in the middle is the Strahd himself, the evil itself. But unfortunately, you pulled the one card that does not devolve where his location is right now.
Okay.
Hence the mists. Okay, fantastic.
Yes, which is nice.
Right, I've
So, a
saved that
shrouded
in.
location.
I've saved the group notes, by the way. So if you want to take a gander in that,
Yeah, I'll update my notes.
Where do I find those?
on Roll20, you know where your chat is, and you've got the little buttons at the top. If you press the
Yeah.
newspaper,
Yeah.
and it's the
Ah,
first
okay,
one,
cool.
group notes.
You can add anything you want to that. Everyone
Yeah,
can add to it.
anyone can edit it. So
Please,
Okay,
just,
cool.
please just don't delete anything.
Okay.
So, let me do
who took
my-
me highlight off? Yeah.
I was struggling to read it. I'm sorry. Just messing with my
I'll
eyes.
be back in a moment.
No worries.
So, thank you for watching tonight's episode of Dungeons and Dragons with Bulverik. Come game with Bulverik. We tell the story deeper into Strahd. The group venture deeper into the unknown. Stumbled upon the most friendly camp that they've ever seen. They're the complete opposite to what they're used to. They get their cards read again. Get different insights of what they're looking for. Tune in next time to find out what they do with that information. Thank you all again for watching. I appreciate you sticking through this. If you have been here since the start, I am truly grateful. If you are new to the stream, please hit that follow button. Share me out there. Get me out there. Get me followers. If I hit 50 followers, I'll do a personal one shot for you, the followers, and only the followers. You'll be able to interact and be able to play along. There may also be a free giveaway. 50
From
followers.
Madame Eva's, and they're from the Vistani.
I thought I turned it off. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. How are you speaking? Hello. Oh, you're coming through Roll20. Okay. Weird. So, let's turn that off. Yes, so hit that 50 followers. If you are joined us late and you want to catch up on what we do at the start, join me at YouTube, where it will be up within 24 hours, where you can watch at your leisure, at your leisure. Also, all previous streams are on that on that YouTube as well. All previous games. So, today was Strahd. We told the story of Strahd. Tomorrow we're going to change the format all completely. We're going to go to the PlayStation. We're going to play a brand new game where we chase that platinum. We're going to chase the platinum for Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. We're going to start the gameplay from start. We're going to go all the way to the end and hold that platinum trophy high. That'll be tomorrow. Anyway, good evening. Thank you very much for watching. Good night. Peace.